Hello, today I will start primary 6 math. As you remember, in primary 5 we have already finished addition, subtraction and multiplication of decimals, and today we will see division of decimals. We start with the context, which is preparing a birthday party, and example says that mom bought a lot of food for Kate's birthday party. And the first item we bought is a packet, and for packet is $16.4. so we need to find a price for each packet. To do that, we need to divide 16.4 with 4, and in next slide I will show how to solve. And in second example we have juice here, and 1 liter is for 5 glasses. So in each glass, how many liter juice is there? To find it, we need to divide 5 with 1. And in third example, we have flour, and it is 1.2 kilogram, 2 packet. And in each packet, how many kilogram are there? To find it, we need to divide 1.7 kilogram with 2. And the last example is sugar, sweet. 6 sweets are $9, so that to find each sweet price of each sweet, we need to divide 9 with 6. And we usually write prices with 2 decimal places, and after decimal point we need to write 2 digits. However, we can leave out the 0 in the hundreds place when writing horizontal and the column forms. And let's see the examples here. Now let me turn the black. 16.4 divided by 4, so estimate result 14.4 is bigger than 4, so 16.4 divided by 4 must be bigger than 1. So when we make this division as estimation, 16.4 4 can be round off to 0, so 16 divided by 4 gives answer 4. But if we do this calculation to find the real answer, 16.4 divided by 4, in 16, as you see here, inside the 16 there are 4, then we write 4 times 4 is 16. When we subtract it 0 point, we write 4 here, but in 0.4 there is no 4, so I put decimal point here, then this decimal point goes, then 4 here, inside the 4 there's 1 4, then and 4 times 1 is 4 when we subtract, and 0. So the real answer is going to be 4.1. And the next example, 1.7 divided by 2. If we look at the estimation first again, 1.7 is smaller than 2, so that this division should be or must be less than 1. When we make this division here, 1.7 is smaller than 2, so we start with the 0 and the decimal point. When we write here, so this decimal point goes inside 17. How many 2 are there? 8. We write here 8 times 2 is 16. We write it and subtract, so 1 remains, and we can add 1 more 0. Inside 10, how many 2 are there? 5. We write 5 here, and 2 times 5 is 10. When we subtract, the result is here, so that the answer is going to be 0.85. And if we need to check, 0.8 and 5 makes 1.7. We know multiplication with decimal points. When we multiply 1.7 with 2, when we multiply 0.85 with 2, we are going to get 1.7. And we continue with the next example. The divisor is bigger than dividend, so that answer should be must be smaller than 1. Again, inside the 1 there is no 5. We start with the 0 and the point. So inside the 10, how many 5 are there? There are 2 5. 2 times 5 is 10 and 0 remains. So the answer is going to be 0.2. If 0.2 times we multiply 0.2 with 5, we get 1, which is the correct answer. And last example, 9 out of 6. So 9 is bigger than 6. Answer must be bigger than 1. So if we divide 9 with the 6, inside 9 there is 1 6. When we subtract, 3 remains. Inside 3 there is no 6. We put 0 here, decimal point here, and we add 0 here. Inside 30, how many 9 are there? There are 5 9. 5 times 6 makes 30, and when we subtract it, result becomes 0. So answer is going to be 1.5. Yep, we did it. It is bigger than 1 and 5 and 30. Result is 0. And if we multiply 1.5 with 6, so we get 0. Let's do 3 examples here. The first example, 3.4 divided by 5. Inside 3 there is no 5, so we put 0 here and the dot and sorry, we are here. Nope. Yep, yeah, here. Inside 3 there's no 0. We put 0 and decimal point. So in 34, how many 5 are there? There is 6. 6 times 5, 34 remains. Inside 4 there's no 5. We can put 0 inside the 40. How many 5 are there? 8. So 8 times 5 makes 40. Again we can subtract it and 0. So answer is going to be 0.68. And next example, 15. 15 is bigger than 4, so answer must be bigger than 1. So inside 15, how many 4 are there? There are 3. 3 times 4 is 12. 15 minus 12 is 3. Inside 3 there is no 3.6. Inside 3.6 there is no 4. We put decimal point and it here becomes 36. Inside 36, how many 4 are there? 9. 9 times 4 makes 36, and answer is 3.9. So it means that 15.6 out of 4 equal to 3.9. And last example, 36, which is a full number, but it cannot be divided by 8, but we are going to use decimal point inside the 36. How many 8 are there? There are 4. 4 times 8 is 32. So when we make subtraction, 4 remains. Inside 4 there is no 8. We put a decimal point and we add 0 here. Inside 40, how many 8 are there? There are 5 8 inside 40. So 5 times 8 makes 40. When we make subtraction, we get 0. So 36 divided by 8 equal to 4.5. Yeah, we can continue with next slide. First example, 9.63. Now this time I want to use this notation, divide by 3. Inside the 9, how many 3 are there? 3 times 3, 9, 0.63. So we add decimal point here and 1, we can slide it here. So inside 6.3, how many 3 are there? 2. 2 times 3 is 0.6, makes 0.03, and we have one more 3, and it makes 0.03. Subtraction becomes 0. So answer is going to be 3.21. To check it, we can multiply 3.21 with 3. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9, and we put decimal point. As you see, we get same answer, so we made correct. And we can do this exercise fully later again, and we continue with divisions. And this contest now is sharing food and drinks. That has 1 liter juice, and we need to divide it into 4 glasses equally, and how many liter of juice each glass contains. So we divide 1 liter into 4. The calculation we look for is 1 out of 4, and we need to divide 1 by 4. Inside 1 there is no 4, we put 0 and decimal point, we have 0 here. So inside 10, how many 4 are there? Of course 2. We write 2. 2 times 4 makes 8. 10 minus 8 is 2. We add 0. Inside 20, how many 4 are there? Of course 5. And 5 times 4 is 20, and remains 0. The answer is going to be 0.25. Indeed, it is good to see here 1 out of 4. Indeed, it is quarter. 1 out of 4 is quarter. It means 0.25, because 0.25 means 25 out of 100. It is also quarter. So each glass contains 0.25 liter juice. And next example, mom bought a box of sweets which costs $18. One box is $18, and there are 12 sweets in box. So what is the price of each sweet? We should divide $18 to 12 to find price of one sweet. So now we are going to divide 18 with 12. Inside 18, how many 12 are there? Of course 1. 1 times 12 is 12. 18 minus 12 is 6. Inside 6 there's no 12. We put decimal point and 0 8 here. So inside 60, how many 12 are there? 5. 5 times 12 makes 60. And when we make subtraction, answer is 0. So it is, if we 18 divided by 12, 1, 12, 6.0 and 5 and 6 and 0. So answer must be bigger than 1, and 18 divided by 12 equal to 1.5. so 1 sweet is $1.5. And next example, if 5 people share 1.25 kilogram grape equally, how many kilogram grape does each person get? So we need to share 1.25 into 5 person. It means that 1.25 will be divided by 5. Inside 1 there's no 5. We start with 0 and decimal point, so decimal point shift here. Inside 12, how many 5 are there? 2. 2 times 5 is 10, and 2. So inside 2 there's no 5 again, and we put 5 here. Inside 5 there's 5 and 25, result 0.25. And we need to divide 1.25 with 5, and which is smaller than 1. And when we make this calculation, 1.25 by 5, answer is going to be 0.25. so each person eat 0.25 kg grapes. Thank you so much for watching this video. In next video I will solve more examples.